Hey there, you guys. How you doing? So I was watching YouTube this morning, really, really early, like at 3 a.m. And I'm watching the Kanye West story. Kind of. I mean, it was someone else's video about Kanye West, just diving really, really deep into his history and background and everything else. And I'm like, wow, I never knew a lot of these things about Kanye West. But it was really interesting to me because I was like, man, he really worked very, very hard to get to where he is today. And that is, much respect, especially in the music business. I did not know so much about how he made his beats. I didn't know how, the people that were working with him at that time really, really loved his music. They wanted his beats because they were that unusual and that unique that they didn't even care if he actually could rap. And then he had this horrific accident. I didn't know that either. So anyway, in honor of Kanye West, because I have much respect for the way he has risen to the ranks and really worked hard, I thought I would do his new music video that just came out like 9 days ago and already has 3.8 million views. And I actually haven't seen it. I know 60,000 songs a day come out on Spotify in our music area between YouTube, Spotify, everything else. So there's no possible way I can see everything. But you guys are keeping me on track just by leaving me a comment below and letting me what you think I should watch next. That really helps out. Okay, let's go to Kanye's new video for Hurricane and see how we feel about it. You know what I mean?
See this in 3D. All lights out for me. All lights out for me.
Wait.
Like,
is this a collaboration with The Weeknd? Did I hear that somewhere along the line? Because you can hear it, right? I just did a review of The Weeknd's project from Amazon, which was amazing, by the way, for his new album. And this sounds a lot like that in that vein. Interesting.
80 degrees.
Look at
Warm
this.
it up for me. Finally free. Found the God
I
in me.
love that sound. It's
And
so
I
good.
want you to see.
It channels Michael Jackson, right? And that's, I think, one of the beauties about The Weeknd is that he has such a good vibe, and he's got that ability, that incredible vocal ability. So I believe this is a collaboration with, I would say this was the collaboration with The Weeknd, not just a project just with Kanye, because I can hear it.
Water, 1,000 miles from shore. I can float on the water. Father, hold me close. Don't let me drown. I know you won't. Yeah, walking on the bridge, I threw my sins over the deep end. Sipping till my stomach hurt this month, I done lost 3 friends. Early morning brain stroke.
So one thing I did find out in watching this video that I saw this morning on Kanye West was that he was one of the first people to really embrace auto-tune when it first came out. And people were like, and I remember this in music, people were like, I don't know, I don't think that I'm gonna like this. I don't think I'm digging it. But I do remember some people were doing it as a thing. It was like a sound. It wasn't just to fix the voice. It was actually done in hip hop and pop to just give it that extra flavor. And Kanye was one of the people that did it, and it's in this music for sure. I don't know if today they're still using auto tunes necessarily, because there's so many other apps out there. There's so many other ways to produce this sound now. But yeah, that just made me think of it.
Normally I can't sleep in. Sometimes I just wanna restart it, but it all depends. If I'ma be that same young hungry from the West End. But my heart is frozen, the crazy part ain't got no pen. Made back interior came with sheepskin. Still remember when I just had 3 bands. Now I'm the one everyone call on, cause I got deep pants. Blood told me the way to beat the game is on the defense. And never face my name that they might call me, but they gon' respect it. And I feel like you better off trying to call, I might not get the message. And she just tried to run off with my heart, but I blocked off the S. Yeah. I know you won't. I know you won't. I know you won't.
this is during a hurricane. It's kind of a love song in a way. You're trying to run off with my heart, but I'm blocking the exits. It's got really good lyrics. Really good lyrics. I'm just trying to get the vibe of it. I love the vibe. I like right now, and this is something that The Weeknd has obviously released in his new album. And I'll link up the video review that I did below for that Amazon project because it was just amazing, and you can see the whole thing. So I feel like this is a very dark moment in music because a lot of the stuff I'm hearing, if it's not like kind of punk influenced and having like, a little bit of a, like punky fun vibe, then it's very dark. And I feel like we're flipping back and forth between one or the other right now in all of the music that I'm listening to. Don't you agree?
I know you are. I know that you love over us. So we
actually beautiful.
I was up for self. I was up for sale, but I couldn't tell. God made it rain, the devil made it hell. Dropped out of school, but I'm the one at Yale.
Interesting. I was up for sale. This is good. I like his words.
Made the best tracks. It still went off the rail. Had go down, down, down. This is new town. This is new 10. I'm going in.
Made the best tracks. Now see, this is exactly what I was talking about from his history. How he used to make the best beats and everybody used to want him. In fact, he got signed. Well, a lot of people passed on his rapping, but he got signed because he wanted to be a rapper and he wanted to keep some of the beats for himself because they were that good and they still wanted the beats. So they had to kind of like, give him a chance, you know what I mean, in the beginning. But then he got that accident. But I have to say, he got, after like just a few weeks with his jaw wired, he actually got back into the studio and recorded that first really big song from literally behind jaw wires. It was like a thing. It was like a sound.
Here I go on a new trip. Here I go acting too lit. Here I go acting too rich. Here I go with a new chick. And I know what the truth is. Still playing after 2 kids. It's a lot to digest when your life always...
Still a new chick, still playing after 2 kids. Yeah, I think their Kanye and Kardashian's divorce is finalized, right? And she's with someone else. Actually, it's announced. It's on TikTok or Instagram, so it must be true.
Architecture digest, but I need a home improvement. $60 million home, never went home to it. Genius conclude.
Yeah, they did have an incredible home. They spent like so long doing that home. And it's interesting to hear that he just was never there. I would believe that because, to have this kind of a career, seriously, do you have any downtime? I know I don't have any downtime and I don't have nearly the kind of music career that these people have. I mean, I'm in radio and DJ and music marketing. So it's like, I have no time at all except for my one little moment during the day where I get to go and hang out with my dogs and get some exercise. And that's just for balance and my own sanity. All right, back to the song.
It's a whole lot to risk. Alcohol Anonymous. Who's the busiest loser? Heated by the rumors. Read into it too much. Fiending for some true love. Ask him, what do you love? Hard to find what the truth is, but the truth was that the truth sucked. Always in the do stuff, but this time it was too much. Everybody's so judgmental. Everybody's so judgmental. Everybody hurts, but I don't judge rentals. It was all so simple.
Wow.
I see you in 3D. The dawn is bright for me. No more dark for me. I know you're watching me.
Who's watching? I mean, some of his really good stuff. Like I remember when he released that album that was it was like a religious album, right? But it wasn't really like your typical religious album. It wasn't like a Christian release. It was more like a completely different view on Christianity and I have to go back and listen to the project again, because after watching this video, and you know what, I'll just link it up below because you're going to want to see it. It's a little long, but it was so good because it tracked all the way back from when he started, how he started writing at like 5, and everything that he did moving forward to get to where he is today. And you really have to have a lot of respect for the guy. You know what I mean? Because he really has done the work. He's worked hard and he's earned his spot. Seriously earned his spot. And there is genius there, because it's really not easy to make the usual into the unusual and to keep people watching. And he masters that really, really well.
Burning up the leaves. Finally I'm free. Finally I'm free. As I go out to sea, I can walk on water. Won't you shine your light? Demons stuck on my shoulder. Father, hold me close. Don't let me drown.
Wow.
I know you won't.
Ooh, you know what? It's spiritual. It's beautiful. I love it. And the mix of The Weeknd and his vocals in there, it's incredible. Really, really beautiful song. That's one that you just listen to and you just close your eyes and you sink into it, you know? And of everything I've reviewed, I think in this last 2 weeks on this channel, that is the most spiritual piece that I've come across, and probably one of the most beautiful pieces I've come across. So much respect for Kanye West, because not only has he risen from just deep, dark, hard knocks, but he also never stopped believing in himself. And I think that there's a huge lesson there. No matter what people said, he came back, even with a wired jaw, man, and recorded music. Talk about like never letting anything get you down. That is so inspiring. All right, guys, subscribe to my channel if you like my reviews. I love seeing your comments below. Let me know what you know about Kanye West, because I'm kind of a novice, even though I watched a pretty good film today and I was really inspired. And you know what? He's leaving me even more inspired after this. And I believe this is a collaboration with The Weeknd, because I can hear it. I hear it, and it's so good. I'm going to go listen to it again. Want to listen? Bye, guys. See you later.